Welcome to our deep dive into reinforcement learning, often abbreviated as RL. At its core, reinforcement learning is a powerful paradigm within artificial intelligence where an agent learns to make optimal decisions by interacting with an environment. Unlike supervised learning, which relies on labeled datasets, or unsupervised learning, which finds patterns in unlabeled data, RL operates on a principle of trial and error, much like how humans or animals learn. Imagine teaching a dog new tricks. You reward it for good behavior and perhaps give no reward or a gentle correction for undesirable actions. The dog, as the agent, learns which actions lead to positive outcomes over time. In RL, a software agent explores an environment, performs actions, receives rewards or penalties, and then updates its strategy to maximize cumulative reward. This iterative process of learning from experience is what makes RL uniquely suited for complex decision-making problems. To truly understand reinforcement learning, it's essential to grasp its fundamental components. Firstly, we have the agent, which is the learner or decision-maker. This is the entity that observes the environment and takes actions. Secondly, the environment is everything outside the agent. It's the world the agent interacts with, providing states and rewards in response to the agent's actions. Think of it as the game board or the physical world for a robot. Thirdly, a state describes the current situation or configuration of the environment at a specific moment. For instance, in a chess game, the state would be the arrangement of all pieces on the board. Fourthly, an action is a move or decision made by the agent within a given state, which can alter the environment. Lastly, a reward is a scalar feedback signal, either positive or negative, that the agent receives from the environment after performing an action. This reward is the primary driver of learning, guiding the agent towards desirable behaviors. These 5 elements form the backbone of any reinforcement learning system, enabling the iterative learning process. The learning process in reinforcement learning is fundamentally iterative and driven by continuous interaction, much like a child learning to ride a bicycle. It begins with the agent observing the current state of the environment. Based on this observation, the agent selects and performs an action. This action then causes a change in the environment, leading to a new state, and the environment provides a reward signal, which could be positive, negative, or 0, indicating the desirability of the action taken. For example, if a robot is learning to walk, a step forward might yield a small positive reward, while falling over incurs a large negative reward. The agent's goal isn't just to get immediate rewards, but to maximize the cumulative reward over a long sequence of interactions, effectively learning a strategy that leads to the best possible long-term outcome. This continuous feedback loop of observe, act, receive feedback, learn is the essence of how RL agents improve their performance over time. The reward function is arguably the most critical component in designing an effective reinforcement learning system. It's the primary way we communicate to the agent what we want it to achieve. The reward function defines the goals of the RL problem, assigning numerical values to the outcomes of actions. A positive reward encourages desirable behaviors, while a negative reward, often called a penalty, discourages undesirable ones. For instance, in training an AI to play chess, capturing an opponent's piece might yield a positive reward of +1, while losing your own piece might be -1, and checkmating the king a much larger +100. The challenge often lies in crafting a reward function that is neither too sparse, where rewards are too infrequent for the agent to learn effectively, nor too dense, which can inadvertently lead to unintended behaviors. A well-designed reward function ensures the agent learns the correct long-term strategy, rather than just optimizing for immediate gains. If the reward function defines what the agent wants to achieve, the policy defines how the agent will achieve it. In essence, the policy is the agent's strategy. It's a mapping from observed states of the environment to actions that the agent should take in those states. Think of it as the brain or the set of rules that dictates the agent's behavior. A policy can be deterministic, meaning for every state, there's exactly one action the agent will always take. Alternatively, it can be stochastic, where for each state, the policy specifies a probability distribution over possible actions, allowing for an element of randomness. The ultimate objective in many RL problems is to discover an optimal policy, one that consistently guides the agent to choose actions that maximizes its expected cumulative reward over the long run. As the agent learns through trial and error, it continuously refines its policy to make better decisions. While the policy tells the agent what to do, the value function tells the agent how good it is to be in a particular state or to perform a particular action in that state. More precisely, a value function estimates the expected cumulative reward an agent can anticipate receiving starting from a given state and then following a specific policy thereafter. There are two primary types: the state value function, V function, which predicts the expected return from a specific state, and the action value function, Q function, which predicts the expected return from taking a specific action in a specific state. Q functions are particularly useful because they help the agent compare the desirability of different actions in a given state, allowing it to choose the one that promises the highest future reward. By learning accurate value functions, an agent can make informed decisions even when immediate rewards are small or delayed, focusing on long-term gains rather than just short-term incentives. One of the most profound challenges in reinforcement learning is striking the right balance between exploration and exploitation. Imagine an agent trying to find a best restaurant in a new city. Exploration means trying out new, unknown restaurants, even if they might not be good, in the hope of discovering a hidden gem that offers superior rewards. This is essential for discovering potentially better strategies or higher rewards that haven't been experienced yet. On the other hand, exploitation means sticking with the known best restaurant that has consistently provided good food in the past, maximizing immediate gratification based on current knowledge. If an agent only exploits, it might miss out on truly optimal solutions. If it only explores, it might perform suboptimally by trying too many bad options. The epsilon greedy strategy is a common solution. With a small probability, epsilon, the agent explores by choosing a random action, and with a larger probability, 1 minus epsilon, it exploits by choosing the action known to yield the highest reward. This dilemma is central to designing effective learning agents. Reinforcement learning is not a single algorithm, but rather a family of approaches, each with its strengths and weaknesses. We can broadly categorize them. Model-based RL algorithms try to build an internal model of the environment's dynamics, predicting what the next state and reward will be for any given action. This allows them to plan actions more efficiently. In contrast, model-free RL algorithms learn directly from experience without explicitly building a model of the environment. Within model-free approaches, we have value-based methods like Q-learning and SARSA, which learn value functions, specifically Q values, to determine optimal actions. Then there are policy-based methods, which directly learn an optimal policy without necessarily learning a value function, such as reinforce or actor-critic methods. A significant advancement has been deep reinforcement learning, DRL, which integrates deep neural networks with RL algorithms, enabling agents to handle high-dimensional states like raw pixel data from images and learn complex policies. This fusion has been behind many of RL's most impressive recent achievements, from mastering games to controlling robotics. The theoretical elegance of reinforcement learning translates into incredibly powerful real-world applications across numerous sectors. One of the most famous examples is in gaming, where systems like DeepMind's AlphaGo famously defeated the world's best Go players, and agents mastered Atari games, performing even better than human experts. In robotics, RL is revolutionizing how robots learn complex motor skills, from grasping delicate objects to performing agile locomotion, enabling them to adapt to unpredictable environments. The automotive industry is leveraging RL for autonomous vehicles, training cars to make optimal navigation and driving decisions in dynamic traffic conditions. Beyond these, RL is being applied in resource management, optimizing energy consumption in data centers, and in personalized recommendations, helping streaming services and e-commerce platforms suggest content or products that maximize user engagement. These diverse applications underscore RL's potential to solve complex sequential decision-making problems that traditional methods struggle with. As we look ahead, reinforcement learning holds immense promise for solving some of the world's most challenging problems, pushing the boundaries of artificial intelligence. Its ability to learn from interaction makes it a prime candidate for developing more adaptive and intelligent systems. However, the path forward is not without its hurdles. Key challenges include sample efficiency, as RL algorithms often require vast amounts of data and interactions to learn effectively, which can be expensive or impractical in real-world settings. Ensuring the safety and reliability of RL agents in critical applications is paramount, especially when deployed in environments where mistakes could have severe consequences. Furthermore, improving the interpretability of complex DRL models remains an active research area, so we can understand why an agent makes a particular decision. Despite these challenges, ongoing research in areas like transfer learning, applying knowledge from one task to another, and multi-agent RL, coordinating multiple agents, continues to expand RL's capabilities, paving the way for truly intelligent, autonomous systems that can operate in dynamic, uncertain, and human-centric environments, potentially leading towards artificial general intelligence.